Well, howdy folks. Hey, thanks for joining me today. Hey, today I'm going to do something to my boat. And this is both a review of some products and a how I video. Not a how to, how I, because this may not be right. Hey, one of the things that I've needed on my boat for a long time is steps to get into it from the trailer side. When I back the boat into the lake, then I have a hard time getting into it. I'm a fairly large man. Well, I'm a very large man. And I'm getting older. My knees don't work. My ankles don't work. All that good stuff. And it's a big step from the trailer to the boat to get in it so that I can back it off my trailer and go fishing. A lot of times I'm by myself or my wife's with me, and I can get her to pull the truck up, but still I have to climb in it. Now normally, in order for me to get in my boat, I'd have to step right here on the tongue, which everyone has to do, and get up here and then maneuver my way around all this stuff, and that's a pretty big step. And I'm not even going to do it right now because it hurts. So if I can have a step like right here, that'll help a lot. I started looking at trailer steps to get in the boat, and oh my goodness, those things are expensive now. I'm telling you, they're high dollar. And I didn't want to spend the money, and they're all kind of different, and I didn't know which one to get. So I started looking around on YouTube, and I found a video of someone that bought a trailer step and a spare tire holder and made a single step that raised, maybe 10 inches or so above the tongue. So you can step up on the tongue and then step on that step and get in. You can do this for around 80 bucks or so. It's a lot better than $300, $400, $500, $600, whatever those things are. So I thought I would give it a try. Now, as the guy in the video stated, which I'll have a link down below of the video that I saw, as he stated, as a disclaimer, the step that we have is made for this purpose. It's made to step on to get in your boat. The spare tire holder, however, is made for a spare tire, and not the kind you might think about when you see someone like me. It's for a spare tire for your trailer. Keep that in mind. We'll give it a good test though. The guy that was on the other video is a tall guy, but he's skinny. I'm a tall guy and I'm not skinny. Let's just put it that way. So we'll see how it holds up. And if I don't hear any weird creaks or groans from the spare tire holder, not talking about from my bones, because my joints creak and groan. So snap, crackle, pop is what they do. So if I don't hear anything weird from there and I feel comfortable on it, I will let you know that I do. But I hope it works. I have never done it. I haven't been on one, so I don't know. I hope I didn't waste my money, but we'll find out. So I'm going to show you what we have, and then we're going to install it. So here's what I got. I have 5" by 9" trailer step. Has a little pad on it and has the holes for mounting it. However, I will need to drill a hole, I believe, because they won't line up perfectly with the spare tire holder. So this is made to be stepped on. This, however, is an economy spare tire carrier, and it's designed for your trailer, but you can see when it mounts, it comes up, so it's going to give me more height on my step. So you'll need the spare tire carrier, you'll need the trailer step, then you're going to need some sockets and or wrenches, and you're going to need some drill bits and a drill. You don't have to have the fishing poles to do this, but they're nice to have other times. So obviously the first thing to do is going to be to get the spare tire holder out of the box. Should come with everything you need. So it'll be like that. Mine will probably be about right there. Now some people will be mounting, they'll just have the one bar for the trailer, and it'll be a 4" square tube. It'll mount on that as well. So I think it's going to be good here because it's going to put me out to the side a little bit. You see it comes with a couple different sizes. If you have the 4" bar, you're going to want the long ones, obviously. I need the short ones. So all you're going to need are the 4 bolts and the 4 lock washers, and obviously the 4 smaller nuts. The other parts you won't need, because the other parts are for putting the spare tire on this rack, and you're not going to be doing that. Make sure it's oriented so that this part goes up, and you're just going to take your bolt, and you got this long bracket that's going to go this way. It doesn't go this way, it goes this way up against your rail. So you get one in, get it started. You guys know how to do this, or you probably shouldn't be doing it. Now I would recommend putting this about where you think it's going to need to go. And I think I'm probably about where I want it. That'll put the step here. I think that's going to be about right. But you're going to want to go ahead and tighten these down, because the only way to tell if that's in the right spot is going to be to use it. So tighten them up before you forget they're loose, and that way when you test it, you won't have to worry about it. All right, so there's our spare tire holder there. Again, this comes with everything you need to mount it. In fact, it's more than you need to mount it. You really need some shorter bolts, because normally you would be mounting this to here, which might have helped a little, but it's not going to help as much as it will up here. So you will need to get some bolts. Now, I'm going to tell you what the other guy did. See all these holes back here? He didn't want those showing on the side. So he flipped this. He took this pad off and he flipped this like this and drilled new holes and then put a pad on top. He had a custom pad made. I don't care about the holes showing. I'm okay with that, so I'm going to mount it here. You know, you can use one of the holes that's already drilled, but you're going to have to drill new ones. So you're going to want to make sure before you do this, before you get this, you're going to make sure and get you some different bolts. I got 3/8 by 1 inch. If you have some laying around that are 1.5 inches, they'll work. I got those. I got some lock nuts and some flat washers, because you won't have the bolts needed to mount this to this in the packages that come. They're just way too long. There's too much. There is a hole in this bracket, as you can see right here, down here at the bottom. I'm using one up here at the top right. There's not one on this side, so that's one you're going to have to drill through this one, both of them actually, because these don't line up. So you're going to have to drill right through there. But I think the easiest way to get that bottom one would be to put it where you want it, which I'm going right there. It's about as high as I can go. I just have this bolt in over here to help me hold it up. Take your trusty mechanical pencil. If you don't have one of these, come back later, click the tab up here, look at this mechanical pencil. It's really handy. So then I'm just going to mark that square hole back there. And you want to have this lined up so it's fairly straight. A marker would be easy too, but hey, if you got a good pencil, you might as well use it, huh? We'll see if that's good. Take this back off of here. Okay, so I got a mark on the back of there, right there. And I'm going to drill a 3/8 hole through it. Now, a smart guy would use a center punch here to make sure he's going to go straight. But since I'm not smart, I'm just going to drill it. It's going to go right there. So let's put this in there. That there. Doesn't matter if that hangs down for now. Get a washer and a lock nut. Okay. Now for me, this is the easiest way to do this. You can do it however you want to do it, but for me, this is the easiest. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in place. I got a flat washer on both sides. I'm going to put that in place. Then I'm going to drill the hole. And you can drill from the back side if you'd rather. It might be easier. I'm going to do that. Let's drill from the back side here. I'm going to use a step bit. Or not a step bit, but a small bit. Get me a pilot hole. This makes it a little easier for that bigger bit to go through. I have my 9/16 wrench. It's pretty tight. So here's what it looks like now on the boat. I think, you know, if you wanted a different color, you just paint that before you get it on there. Now, this is one of the reasons the guy, if you watch the video on my link down below in the description, you'll see he didn't want to see these. So he has those up here, and then he put a pad over them and just drilled all new holes here. But it's totally up to you. You can do whatever you want with it. He didn't like the look from back here, or he thought it would just be a cleaner look. I just want it usable. It looks good anyway. Now, you don't have the handle, obviously, but hey, it gets the job done. You can step up there, that helps a lot. That'll help me quite a bit. I'll have to get used to it a little bit, but feels good. We'll see. Here comes the test. So let's see how much easier it is now. If I step up on here like normal, and then step on this, so there it is getting up. That wasn't bad. That was pretty good. I got my stand up there, which I may not have to. I don't know. Now let's see about getting off. If I can do it without killing myself. So still hold on there, but much better. I think that's going to work out really well. Anyway, there you go, folks. Hey, if you're getting old like me and you need a step up, you might try this. It actually felt very solid, and I'm not going to say how much I weigh. I'm pretty big, and it felt very solid to me. I didn't feel like it was going to break or anything. Keep in mind that's not what that tire mount is for, but seems to work really well. So I appreciate the guy putting that on YouTube and allowing us to see it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a dime, and you can cancel anytime. Thank you all for watching. I pray that God blesses you, and I hope you have a great day.